Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, hello, I'm Georgia. Today we're going to be doing another first impression on the foundation. You seem to like the previous one I did on the Catrice liquid foundation. I will link it down below if you're interested to see that first impression as well. But before we jump straight into the review and first impression and long wear test, please do subscribe to my channel if you do enjoy the content I put up, and make sure to follow me on my social media, which are going to be somewhere down here. And yeah, give this video a like at the end if you do like the video, and let's get started. So today we are here to review the L'Oreal Infallible Longwear Shaping Stick Foundation, which looks like this. The shade that I got is 100, I said that really weird, 100 Ivory. And I just pulled it up really quickly on the L'Oreal website. They do have 12 shades, and it does range from like pale to super dark. So I feel like they sort of have every shade, if you get what I mean. Like with only 12 shades, obviously not everyone will be able to match their skin tone, but at least they try to include sort of everyone in it. Number 100 is the lightest shade they do carry, and I'm not sure it's actually gonna match me. I think it's even darker than I am right now, and I'm not the palest either. So this foundation is meant to be highly pigmented with a creamy formula, super blendable, super buildable, 24-hour long-lasting wear. I mean, I'm not gonna wear it for 24 hours, but I'm gonna wear it for as long as I can before I go to sleep. And I think in here you get about 9 grams. Again, I'm not sure how much this is meant to be in a stick, if it's a lot or if it's not. But I do have here the one that I tried from Primark last time, and this one is 11 grams. This time I chose to do it a little bit differently, the wear test. I primed half of my face. Like if you see this half of my face is very dewy and very shiny, and this one is more like matte because this is like my normal skin. And here I have used my Essence Fresh and Fit Awake Primer Healthy Glow Pore Minimizing Effect Primer, this one right here, which I love and I have tested before. So on one side, my left side, we're going to do it without any primer, like normal skin, and on the right side I'm going to do it with my favorite primer so far. Obviously I'm only going to be blending with my beauty blender because I don't use any brushes, but in the end, if it does work with the beauty blender, I think it will work with the brush also. Let's just put it on the face. It looks perfect on the camera, like it looks perfect. I don't even know how much to put because it says it's highly like pigmented, so I'm expecting it to be super full coverage. And it doesn't really smell of anything, so let's start blending it out. Wow, it's like super easy to blend. Like when I had the Primark one on, I had a little bit of trouble to get it to melt into the skin, but this one right here is just melting straight away the second I touch it with my sponge. What it didn't say though is what type of foundation it is. Like, is it a matte foundation? Is it a glowy foundation? We're about to find out, I guess. This is definitely more of a medium coverage, as you can see. I'm trying a new cream and I think it's not moisturizing me enough whatsoever, and it's kind of like getting into my dry areas and patches. But I'm going to try to build this up because I want a little bit more coverage. I don't know guys, it's either that I have really dry skin on this side of my face, or it's just sitting on every single bit that is dry on my face. I don't understand. Going on to the primed side this time, I really hope it does better on the primed side. I really need it to work. So far, back here, it's blending much better on the primed side. My test area is always around my nose because I don't know, I think I'm extremely dry on this area around my nose, and just no foundation sits there properly. It has sat much better on this side right here, which is the primed side. Ooh, Whew, okay, here is a close-up of the foundation. You can see all over the nose, it's like cake central. I don't understand. Here is the unprimed side. You can see it hasn't really covered much of the redness. Even though on the unprimed side I did 2 layers instead of 1, hasn't really covered much. I just really don't like the way it's sitting on the nose. And here is the unprimed side, which looks quite better than the unprimed. Around my problem area, which I told you, it's not doing very well. So I really hope the concealer can help, you know, fix the situation, like the redness, the patches and everything, because I have somewhere to be today and I need it to be looking good. I have some birthday to attend, so we need to fix this situation. So for concealer today, I'm gonna go in with the Catrice Cosmetics Liquid Camouflage Concealer. It's this one right here, and my shade is 010 Porcelain. And I'm just going in with a concealer that I know how it performs, I know how it covers, I know how it acts with other foundations underneath it, and I'm also gonna put it mostly all over the nose to cover, you know, all the nasty stuff that's going on. So for foundation, it's a big test to see how your favorite concealer layers on top, because not all concealers and foundations are compatible with each other. Okay, this is making my day because the Catrice concealer is fixing the situation so much. My god, thank you, Catrice. So next up for powder, I'm gonna go into the Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder and have mine in the shade Translucent Extra Coverage, I think it's called. What I do is I take the powder on my beauty sponge and I just press it onto the skin, because I have found this sets my foundation for so much longer and it just doesn't move, and it just presses it so nicely into the skin and it doesn't kick it up and makes it so smooth. Okay, so now that the whole face is set, I kind of say that I feel so much better about it. It's not sticky at all. It's fully set, but then again, I just get it on with the powder. I'm gonna do a close-up right now that I have my powder and everything on, so you can see how it looks, and then I'm gonna go by and finish my makeup, and then we're gonna do another check-in. So you can see now that it looks much better. This is the unprimed side, and you can see that the situation on my nose has sort of been fixed as well. And this one here is the primed side, which I like more than my super dry eyelids. I quite like it much more with the powder, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna look much better when I put some setting spray on top as well. It is 1:20, as you can see right here, and I'm gonna be back after I'm done with my makeup for my next check-in. Hey guys, so it's a little bit later now. It's actually 4 o'clock. So I did this makeup. Almost everything you see is Essence, even the glitter. So I'm gonna leave in the description down below the actual video where I try all of this stuff on, because it's super affordable and super beautiful, and I think you will want to try some of that. But on to the foundation. Let me catch a mirror. When I come close enough, you're gonna see the disaster and I'm gonna tell you what it is. But so far it's just looking the same. It has synced into like some of my smile lines, definitely my lines up here, and let me zoom you in to see the disaster. So here you can see my skin, and if you think like, oh my god, Georgia, you overdid it with the highlighter, you put it all over your face, that's the setting spray. Avoid it. It's like pink flecks of glitter in the setting spray. Do you see all these splotches here? One back here on my ear. I'm so upset right now because it ruined my whole makeup and it ruined my views on this foundation also, but I think I'm gonna keep on trying the foundation anyway. I'm definitely going to do one more check-in when I'm back from the birthday, and that's probably gonna be like the last check-in that I'm gonna do because I really want to take this off my face. The setting spray just has ruined it completely for me. I'm only gonna do one more check-in and I will see you guys then. This is my final update for the L'Oreal Infallible Stick Foundation. At this point, I'm not gonna blame the foundation anymore. I'm just gonna blame the setting spray because I feel like I have a ton of makeup on my face, and this happened from the moment that I put the setting spray on. Again, everything that I have on my face will be linked in the description down below, and also the tutorial for all this. It's a first impression of the new Essence collection, so again, it will be linked down below. And I feel like a mess having to go out when my face looks completely pink. It literally just looks like my nails. If you go up close, not even like my nails look pretty, but I have pink glitter everywhere on my face. And that's not even the worst part, because you know, you might be going for the pink glitter look. If you look closely, I have splotches of the setting spray everywhere, which has pretty much like ruined the whole look of the foundation. Anyway, let's just have like a closer look. Let me just look at it up close, and then I will do the close-up as well so you guys can see what I'm saying too. So at this point, it has not gone too bad around my nose, which is usually what happens, so that is a good thing, but it has like gone into every single bit of line that I have on my face. On my nose, it hasn't got any more cakey. The only place it has gone cakey is here on my chin and around here on my top lip. In between my brows, it's okay, I guess. I don't see any oils peeking through, so that's good for my Ollie girls out there. I just noticed that I have pink eyebrows as well. Let's just do the close-up. Okay, you guys, so I just got the exposure really low so you can see raw what's actually happening with my skin. So you can see that around here it hasn't really faded much. Like, it hasn't almost faded at all. Look, just a little bit here, which is what usually happens with most of my foundations that I wear, like even my Holy Grails, they just tear apart right here. Hasn't faded at all at the back of my face right here. And again, that is the unprimed side, that is the primed side. The primed side looks quite the same, to be honest. It has only sunk into these lines right here. Again, it looks cakey up here, as you can see, and it looks cakey down here also. On my nose, it hasn't gotten any worse, it hasn't gotten any more cakey. In between my brows, it looks fine. And on my forehead, you can see all the pink splotches all around. And yeah, still on my forehead though, it hasn't gone any worse. So I think we're pretty good, as in wear time. So will I be using the L'Oreal Infallible Stick Sculpting Foundation? I think I'm gonna try to use it again. I might try using it with like different sort of primers and see which one works the best with the stick. I forgot to tell you what time it is. At this point, it's like almost 8 o'clock and we applied the foundation at around 1 o'clock. So it's on for about 7 hours, and for a 7-hour wear, I have to say, it doesn't look that bad. Would I recommend it? I would probably recommend it more for people with oily skin, because I found that it was like clinging onto my dry patches a little bit more. So yeah, I think next time I use it, it will definitely be with a more hydrating primer. And of course, I might not go so heavy-handed in setting it. So for about 9 or 10 euros, would I recommend it? Depends. If you want something in stick form, then I would probably say yes, go for it. As all in all foundation, I wouldn't recommend it if you don't specifically want a stick foundation, because there are so many others out there in the market, like my Essence Press and Fit foundation, or my Essence Pure Nude foundation, or even the Maybelline Matte and Poreless foundation. All these are so good, but they're liquid foundations. So again, if you're into the more stick form of foundations, I think it's a pretty good foundation. I didn't like it at the start, but when I set everything at the start with the setting spray, it looked like everything just melted onto my skin like properly. So I'm definitely going to be giving it another go with a different setting spray and a different setting powder. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the first impression, and if you did, don't forget to leave it a like. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.